2, 1.
What are you saying?
Action. Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Nick.
And I'm Tatiana.
And this video is our first video, so don't judge us. It's gonna be pretty bad. It's how we met. Actually how we met.
Yeah.
Not the second time, but the first time. It's really bad.
So, we met about 5 years ago when I just started high school. And yeah, 2015. I was a freshman, he was a junior, and we had study block together. And when I saw when I saw him first, I thought he was cute or whatever, but he always had his head down.
Listening to my metal, I was really into that back then.
Yeah. I mean, I was too.
She was cringy.
Cringy. Yeah, we can insert a little picture of how we looked back
How
then.
she looked.
And how you looked.
I was fat.
He wasn't fat.
I was fat.
You literally weren't
I wasn't fat then. I was fat before then. Before you met me, I was fat.
Yeah, he wasn't fat then. His head was just rounder. But so yeah, we met then, and we didn't really talk that much. But over time, we talked more and more because
we had mutual friends. We had my boy Robert. Yeah, he was like, "Oh man, come ride the bus one day. Come ride his bus. Go to his house." And she was on the bus. And then we started talking more, and I was like, "Oh, you're my study block." That happened, right?
Yeah, but the thing about that bus, though, that wasn't the bus that I was supposed to ride. I literally walked extra longer for that bus stop just to get on that bus. So
because of me, of course.
We see how dedicated I was. Yeah, to walk extra. Okay, anyway, but one day I was sleeping over at my backdoor neighbor house, like she lives behind me. Her name's Destiny. I was sleeping over at Destiny's house, and the next day she was like, "Hey, do you want to go hang out with me and some of my friends?" And I didn't really want to because they're just out there, and I'm really not. I didn't do all the stuff that they did, so I was like, no, I really don't want to. And then she was like, Nick is gonna be there, and I was like, shoot, don't have to tell me twice. So I went.
Yeah, that was a weird day. Yeah, we just
You can talk about the car.
We chilled. And then
The person that came by.
Oh yeah, so this girl, I was talking to this girl at the time. It was nothing serious, we weren't gonna date. But her friend came by as we're walking there to the little island. It's like a little peninsula. Her friend pulls up and is like, "Hi, Nick." And she sees me walking with her, and that didn't go well. Her friend, who really liked me, also a little crazy, but we're not gonna talk about that.
She literally hated me. I would see her in the hallway, and she would look at me like she wanted to murder me. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I wasn't doing anything.
She was my friend.
Yeah, I didn't, I was cute. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
Watch your mouth.
Nah, we're getting demonetized out here. But, so yeah, that happened. And then after that, we started hanging out a little more.
Yeah, we would hang out at the elementary school park that I used to go to.
Not inserting clip here.
Inserts clip, but mutes clip of him rapping at the park. That was very cringy. It was very cringy. He did a lot of stuff that I did not like back then.
I was wild.
He was very wild. I didn't like that. I was not like that. I was very introverted, laid back. He was very out there. I didn't really like the stuff that he did, but I liked him, so I put up with it. Don't do that, girls.
That's why we didn't
know your worth.
That's why we didn't date back then.
Okay, that's why we didn't date.
Yeah.
Let's talk about why we didn't date back then. But continuing, so we started hanging out more and more, and we started texting more and more, and then
you moved.
Oh yeah. I was like, what happened after that? Yeah, so I moved in with my mom because my dad was supposed to go on deployment, but he hurt himself, so he didn't have to go. But by that time, I had already moved, changed schools, joined the cheer team, all that stuff. I was already involved in the school, so I just stayed with my mom. And we were still hanging out. He would come and get me with Robert. All three of us would hang out a lot. but then it started going down because I lived far away from them.
Yeah, and I just got my car, so I was like, I'm not spending all this gas money on a girl that has no interest in me.
But at that time, though, it was very awkward because I liked both of them at the same time.
Yo, fun story. Look, we were chilling one night, right? She came out at like, we're chilling. We're like just driving around, all that crazy stuff, right? We had our first kiss that night. It was crazy. But it really wasn't like a real kiss. It was a kiss, but it wasn't like a real kiss. But, we go to my house. I go up to my room. I come downstairs. And she like laying on my boy Robert. And I'm like, yo. It wasn't nothing like that. But I seen it and I was like.
It wasn't anything like that. He was
No.
I know, but just to describe it, like, Robert was, like, sitting up right here, and I was like this. And, like, I was actually really tired because it was already a.m. And he, like, when he came back, I literally saw in his eyes that he was upset, so I got up because
I was like.
he was so... That was the same night that I had kissed him.
But that happened, and then I started pissing her off. Little, like, a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
To the point to where she'd hate me. Like, I was genuinely, like, trying to piss her off. I like triggering people.
He is one of those people.
I mean, I like making her mad.
So, we won't get into, like, the specifics, but he would, like, I would post, like, awareness things about, like, animals or, like issues happening around the globe, and issues happening around the globe, and he would just like say little comments, like reply to my story about them, and I would just get so mad.
Like, dolphins are yummy or something like that. Yeah, like, I would purposely piss her off, which is great. She hated me. She blocked me. I did not know. I didn't even pay attention. I didn't realize it.
Yeah, so I unfollowed him on everything, because, like, I usually, like, responded back to it, but at a certain point, I was just over it, and I just had to unfollow him on everything, because he was actually getting under my skin, and he would post certain things that I disagreed with also, so I was just not having it. I was done with it, and I didn't want to see it anymore, didn't want to put up with him anymore, so I unfollowed him on everything.
And then I got a girlfriend, around that time I got a girlfriend. Yeah. Stopped talking to her completely. Once in a while, FaceTime her for like an hour, 2 hours.
Over random stuff, and I'll be like, why is this dude talking to me? Like,
yeah.
Because I was upset with him. I literally hated him. And, like, after that time, I started hanging out with Robert. I didn't like Robert at this time, like, at all. I started hanging out with Robert, though, and every time we would hang out, we would literally just talk, like, mess about Nick, because we both didn't like him at the same time.
Which was my fault, but...
Yeah, so...
I was...
That happened, and then...
broke up with... Or me and my girlfriend broke up.
Then they got back together.
No.
Yes,
no.
Y'all broke up and then got back together for a little bit and then broke up again.
Yeah, but anyway, after all that, one day I was like, hey, do you want to hang out? And guess what? She said yes.
No, but this is what happened. He started texting me about, like, his tattoos and stuff, like random stuff here or there, and I was, responding or whatever to the text, and he asked for me to hang out, and yeah, first I did say yes because I thought it was going to be like a friend thing, but then he started talking about going to this garden, and I was like, that seems very, like, romantic-ish. So I asked him, I was like, is this supposed to be a date? Because, like, we used to hang out. Yeah, we used to hang out all the time, and it wasn't, like, a date thing. So then he said yes, And then I was like,
I mean, how could I not ask her out on a date? Look at her. I was nervous, so I didn't say it was a date, and then she asked, and I said yeah, and then she was gonna say no.
Yeah,
She was gonna say, and thank you, Robert. Robert, thank you. He convinced her to actually go, and it turned out to be a good time. We enjoyed ourselves that day.
So, yeah, we went on that date. We had Chipotle. Anyway, yeah, we went to Chipotle, and that was like a nice date, and
We went to this place, the big mountain, but that was pretty cool. I got some pictures of her. Insert there.
ew!
It's
He
a good
literally took the worst picture of me that day, and then he posted it.
Yeah, I just wanted to show her off because she's beautiful.
But I was like, we weren't dating or anything at the time.
No.
That was the first time we hung out
But I
in
was
months,
like,
or like over a year.
I wanted everyone to know. Look at this girl.
He was like, I want everybody to know that she's in my line of sight and not to talk to her. So, like, it was, yeah, that picture was so bad. I remember I was in Food Line when I saw it. I showed my mom, and I was upset about it because I looked very bad. And my mom was like, he just wants to show you off.
And and then from there we started talking more, started hanging out. I started spending every waking second that I could with her.
Yeah.
Like literally all the
We
time.
would go like to these like outside places like the beach, or like go sit on these like mountains like really late at night, and he would have to go to work the next morning like super early, but he wouldn't go because he was hanging out with me.
Yeah, that changed because
Yeah.
I got really tired and I almost lost my job, so that was cool. Not her fault, my fault. Also, it's cold now, so we can't really do anything
Yeah.
nice.
So that happened, and then I started thinking that he just wasn't gonna ask me out, like ask me to be his girlfriend, because it was like going on like really a long time, and
It wasn't that long.
well, it wasn't a long time, but like it felt long. It was,
Because we were with each other every day.
yeah, and I was like, is this gonna happen? And it took forever for us to kiss again.
Yeah.
We didn't kiss that day that we went to Chipotle.
It took like, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks to kiss, because like I kept thinking like, is he gonna kiss me? Is he gonna kiss me?
Well, I was gonna kiss her, but I was nervous because, I mean, look at her. Why wouldn't I be nervous? She's beautiful.
So then one night he was complaining that he was sick and all that stuff, and I just wanted to kiss him. So I was like, I don't care that you're sick. And then he was like, but I don't want to get you sick. So like, yeah, he was like, but I don't want to get you sick. And I saw him like vaping, and no, I did not hit your vape. I saw him vaping, and I just like put my mouth on it because I don't vape. And I said that as a sign that I don't care. Like, if I get sick, I get sick. And for a while after that, he still didn't kiss me, and I was just like, what?
And then we got out the car.
And we
then-
just sat
and then-
there and talked
talked for,
forever.
like- And I looked at her, I was like, I really want to kiss you.
And I was like,
Do it. And I did. I was so nervous with her. And then, let's see what else happened that night. I wanted to kiss her again. I was nervous. Ended up doing it. And I pecked her a crap ton of times.
yeah, we didn't do like, ew. Yeah, we didn't do all that. It was just like a little,
But still.
yeah.
And then, it got normal. And now I kiss her all the time. But that's pretty much it. That's
5 years. Yeah, but no, then, like, after that, we kept doing the same thing, and I was wondering when he was gonna ask me out, and I kept wondering. And then, finally, he was like, you asked me what the date was. And I was like, why does he need to know what the date is? And then I was like, first I said it was the 14th.
It was the 15th.
No, first it was the 14th, and you waited until it was past 12 a.m.
Yeah, I wanted it to be on the 15th.
Yeah, so he waited until it was past 12 a.m. and he was like, do you want to be my girlfriend? And I was like,
I've been waiting for that.
Jeez. Yes.
And then she started showing me off even more.
Yeah, he used to get upset that I didn't post him a lot.
Not even that, just show me off. Look at me.
Yeah. So I started posting him more because literally his whole Instagram feed like was me.
Still is.
Yeah, he would post me. And you know me, like girls, they want to have their Instagram feed look a certain way. You know, Visco, Cam, Lightroom, all those filter color things. That's what I was doing. But now I just post him because I love him. Yeah, so we've been dating for 4 months now.
But I've known her for 5 years.
Yeah.
She hated me for half of that, but that's okay.
Yeah, when I tell you I hated him for a while, we didn't talk. Like, when did I stop talking to you? When did you first? What year was it when you dated her?
I don't remember. 18, 19?
I think it was 18. Yeah, so from 18 to September of 2019, I did not talk to him. That was a quiet zone. He would talk to me here and there, little things, little FaceTimes and all that stuff, and I was just like, ugh, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, if you ever really like a girl, just
ignore her.
And then give her some space, and then make her hate you, and then she'll like you one day.
Yep, that's what happened.
Opposites attract, right?
Yeah, literally, we still butt heads on certain things because we have a difference of opinions.
But it works, so it's pretty cool.
It works in other ways.
Hey, it's never boring.
I guess you can say that since we're arguing sometimes.
We don't argue a lot.
Not a lot. I said sometimes.
She gets upset though. She's a big baby. And
You're a big baby.
You're a big baby. We're both big babies. She's a bigger baby.
I told you like this.
I love you, baby. I love you, baby. She's a baby. So
Yeah.
that's our video.
Now I'm in college, living the life, and he's a working boy.
I work all day, every day.
So that's our story. So if you want to hear like any other parts of how things went along after that.
Oh, and we're gonna do funny videos and vlogs and stuff like that. Trust me. It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
We got the first video out the way. It's gonna be our worst.
And we're gonna actually get like an actual camera because right now I'm recording on my iPhone.
And I have a good phone, and she doesn't want to use it.
Your phone quality isn't that good.
I have an iPhone 11, and it's trash.
Yeah, we don't know why. Because like I don't know if it's just your camera.
I think
Your back camera's good, but not your front camera.
I think I got a bad camera on my front, but it's cool. Anyway, subscribe, like, share, get us rich. Love you guys.
Get us rich.
Bye.
Something's wrong with him. Okay, bye guys. Thanks for watching.